So this is my number who first Bournemouth match preview for the game on Friday for the start of the Premier League season. Start of a title defence for the Reds as well. Who would have thought that when Arne Slot came in? So we kick off the Premier League season on the Friday Night Football. We do kick off the Premier League season. We play host to Bournemouth, who have lost a few players. Well, they've mainly lost their defence, haven't they? They lost Tepper, they lost Turkez to Woods, they lost Sabanade to PSG. Who else have they lost? I'm sure they lost someone else. Oh, Huijsen, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, Huijsen to Real Madrid. But I think there's going to be a drop-off in Bournemouth from last season. There will be a drop-off because they were superb last season, had a brilliant season last season, Bournemouth. But they're not going to be the same as this season. I think there will be a slight drop-off. I don't think they'll be in a rare decent battle. I think they'll be okay. Because still, they still got the forward line. Still got the forward line at Bournemouth, Semenyo, Evan Nelson and Justin Jiver. Ottawa looks like he could be down to Brentford to replace Visser. I think that's a good sign for Brentford, to be fair. It might be a bit of a miss for Bournemouth, because he's another threat for Bournemouth, in my opinion. Iora did a fantastic job the last 2 seasons with Bournemouth as well, especially when he had no experience with the Premier League as well. So I think there won't be anywhere decent battle Bournemouth. I think they'll be okay, but this is going to be that drop-off in from last season. I think it'll be like 14th, 15th, something like that, 13th, mid-table. That's where I expect Bournemouth to be. As for Woods, obviously we lost the Community Shield on penalties. Offensively, we were edifying, so good to us. We were so good to us offensively, especially in the first half. Defensively, massive concerns. Frimpong, Turkez getting caught in behind, which is probably expected because they do like to bomb forward, both of them. They do like to bomb forward. I think Frimpong wasn't as bad. He wasn't as bad getting caught out because he trapped back well, but Turkez was poor against players in the Community Shield. We even saw Turkez at pretty centre back when Ismail Sarr was running in behind. I was like, where the hell's fucking Turkez at? So, and obviously Van Dijk had a stinter that day. Obviously, still one of the best centre backs in the league. First Van Dijk, still one of the best centre backs in the league. Obviously, dead on now, but he's still one of the best centre backs in the league, isn't he? First Van Dijk, and he just needs to improve it. He needs to improve that because Virgil van Dijk is quite happy to play everyone else apart from himself, or we need to improve. Well, I'm sorry, pal. You fucking conceded the 2 goals. You were at fault for conceding the 2 goals, pal. So, yeah, he's got a bit of an ego about him, hasn't he? He's got a bit of an ego about him, Van Dijk. So I think he needs to pipe down a bit when he says, "Oh, we all need to improve." We all need to improve. Well, how about you could improve your defending then? How about you stay away instead of walking like champions and fucking walk it out and yet Ismail Sarr running behind you? So, yeah, people aren't like that I'm criticising Van Dijk, but what's he on about? He's the one to pay him for the pretty 2 goals. Yeah, massive ego about him, trust me. Obviously, still one of the best centre-backs in the league, but I think he needs to start being more humble and pipe down a bit. Because we need to see poor Van Dijk's mistakes. So, yeah, but onto the starting 11, it's not going to be much different to move the Shield. I think McAllister's obviously going to be in for the suspended Cronenberg. Obviously, Cronenberg didn't start. in the Community Shield, it was Curtis Jones. I don't think we should start Curtis Jones, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I think there's gonna need to be uncomfortable conversations about Curtis Jones now, I'm afraid. Because how long can we keep letting him get away with it? Like, I just don't think he's done enough for Liverpool. I really don't. I really just don't think he's done enough for Liverpool. Curtis Jones. But yeah, Alisson, starting goal, Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, Curtis, Solazai, McAllister first. That will be the midfield. Salah, Etitite and Dapo as a front three, as we don't know what's happening with the Isak transfer rumours as well. But yeah, I think that is the most obvious lineup it's going to be against Bournemouth. And Bournemouth, they don't be a threat on the counter attack. Semenyo, Kiver, they don't be running in behind. Evan Nielsen will be a threat for our defenders as well, with his hold up here, and Yintup here as well. And so there will be a threat on the counter attack, Bournemouth. But I do believe we can definitely target Bournemouth defensively, because they have lost their defenders, haven't they? So that'll be the area to target, and I do think we will win. I do think we will take up our title defence with a win. As we move on to our predictions, my predictions for the open weekend, I think we'll win 3-1 against Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth will score, but I think it should be comfortable in the end for us. I think we'll win 3-1. I think Aston Villa versus Newcastle will end 1-1. I think Brighton versus Fulham will end 1-1 as well. Can't really call it in them two games. I think they're both at an equal level, in my opinion. Sunderland West Ham, I actually think Sunderland will get off to a good start and pick up a solid point at home to West Ham, and offer a 0-0 draw. I think Sunderland will be an effective team this season, and quite a tough team to beat, especially at home as well. Tottenham versus Burnley is that the early kickoff? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Okay, it's 3 p.m. But Tottenham versus Burnley. Scott Parker will set his team up. He will set his team up well, but the thing is, I just think Burnley are just too bad for the Premier League. They're too good for the Championship, but too bad for the Premier League. And I think Tottenham should pick up a comfortable win here, a 3-0 win over Burnley. Man City to win 2-1 at Wolves. I think it's always a tough game for Man City away at Wolves. So I think Wolves will give them a game, but I think Man City will win 2-1. Chelsea versus Palace. I think Crystal Palace will pick up a point at Chelsea. They will make it a tough game for Chelsea, in my opinion, Crystal Palace. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Nottingham Forest versus Brentford, who are one of the teams who could be in trouble this season. We'll see what Keith Andrews made of at Brentford. I'm going to go for a comfortable-ish win for Forest. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Forest. Manchester United versus Arsenal, which is one of the standout fixtures an open weekend. I think it'll be 0-0 draw. Arsenal, very good defensively. It's just in attack. Ruben Amorim will set up as a European. Ruben Amorim will set up his team as a European as well. Manchester United, they turn up. As most of Manchester United have been bad, they turn up for these games. So I think it'll be a 0-0 draw. That one between United and Arsenal. And I think Everton pick up a 1-0 win at Leeds. I still think Leeds are suspect defensively. Everton, the better team defensively as well. Leeds will probably score more goals than Everton, because Everton are a bit of a worry in terms of attack. But I think Everton will get a goal and pick up the win at Leeds. It will be tough away at Leeds though, because it is Leeds at the end of the day. So that is my match preview and my opening day predictions for the Premier League. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. And yes, hope the Reds get off to a good start in their title defence. Up the Reds, come on the Reds.